this guy is great. Watch this.
Robin acts like she doesn't have any authority with this homelessness. She was the third most powerful person in city council. She runs the homeless housing thing. She acts like this is just Mayor Bass. First off, inside safe, I like to say inside safe makes all of us outside unsafe. The reality is no matter how many beds you give these people, they are on super meth. They are on fentanyl. The DEA statistic says 93% of this is a drug addiction problem. Nithya, Councilwoman Robin's plan for treatment first, I will go below the Harbor Freeway tomorrow with her, and we can find some of these people she's going to offer treatment for. She's going to get stabbed in the neck. These people do not want a bed. They want fentanyl or super meth. These ideas cost us over $400 million to house for 70, what did you say? 3,000 people for $400 million? This is an absolute failure for both of them. They're a team.
So, Councilmember Rahman, you have 30 seconds to respond.
I want to just say to everybody who's watching today, you're going to watch today as Mayor Bass and Spencer Pratt attack me because they want to run against each other in the general election. Each of them thinks that running against each other is what's going to help them win. And they don't want to run against me because my ideas, which are based on real results in my district, which are based on real data, a real analysis of the system, and a focus on accountability and using every dollar as effectively as possible, which we have done in my district. I want to take this citywide. This is why this is happening today.
Councilmember Rahman, we're out of time. I'm going to give each of you 30 seconds to respond to this.
I would
Mr.
love
Pratt,
to
I'm going to start with you, and then I'm going to go to Mayor Bass.
First off, Mayor Bass and I are definitely not working together. I blame this person for burning my house and my parents' house and my town and all my neighbors down. I am not working with Mayor Bass. Second off, if I wanted to run against anybody, it would be the council member who is terrible. Mayor Bass has at least been a mayor for almost 4 years and has, as she talked about earlier, the unions, all the unions endorsed Mayor Bass. You think it's easier to run against the incumbent mayor with all the unions or a random city council member who's been a failure for 6 years? I would much rather run against Councilwoman Rahman. Thank you very much.
Very much, Mr. Pratt. So,
Oh my God, call that bitch a loser. Holy shit. No, I like this. This is good. And let him cook. No, this guy's great. Yeah, I've seen a couple other videos of him, and he's really funny. Let me see if I can pull any more of these. Oh, yeah, here's one more.
Hey, Los Angeles, are you aware that socialists in LA city government are stealing your money?
We just finished doing a tour of the site with the Bureau of Engineering and the Bureau of Contract Administration and our contractors to check out the installation of the 16 new modular homes that will include 64 interim housing beds. Northeast New Beginnings was only possible because my team and I worked to get a grant from the state, $16 million to build 64 new beds in Council District 1 of interim housing.
I'm sorry, what? $16 million for 64 beds?
$16 million to build 64 new beds?
That's $250,000 per bed. So let's forget the fact that the DEA reports that 90% of the homeless population in LA are hardcore criminal drug users.
Yeah.
Especially in Los Angeles, there's a lot of it. How many people are using illicit drugs in the homeless community? I would say it's incredibly high.
20%, 30%.
Of the overall problem?
Yeah.
Over 90%.
And let's pretend for a second that these people just had some medical bills come in all at once that made them lose their job, and that they're a single mom and they just need to float 3 to 6 months of paychecks to get back on their feet, 3 to 6 months of the median income, like $15,000 to $25,000, or spending $250,000 per bed. You could just give them that money and they'd be set for 5 years. What the hell are we doing? These crazy socialists on the city council are legitimately just stealing our tax dollars and doling it out to their friends, and they rub it in your face too.
Yep.
About
fucking yes.
Nice painting.
And obviously we're going to get rid of the graffiti and replace it with the nice paint job.
Yeah.
It's welcoming for everybody.
Meanwhile, fire victims in the Palisades are getting their burned out lots vandalized by commie street animals. All of your neighborhoods are riddled with tagging and garbage. No help for you, but we're going to spend $16 million
this guy.
for homeless people to not have to
She's
endure
so
the
fucking
hardship
fat. Yeah.
of seeing a bit of graffiti outside their $250,000 bed. 64 people. There are 64,000 homeless people in Los Angeles.
How much money is that?
This psycho socialist is bragging about spending $16 million of your money
to cater to 0.01% of the homeless problem?
$16 million.
You think these socialists have any interest in solving this?
Fuck
Of
no,
course
they're
not.
making money.
Who's vetting who goes into these housing units? Are they drug testing? Are these just going to turn into $250,000 air-conditioned fentanyl tents? Why not just give them the money? I'll tell you why. Because these corrupt DSA politicians can't steal
my
it.
God.
They just give it as direct aid, just like the fire rate
Dude,
scam.
he just
They'll
keeps
never
going.
give an individual direct financial assistance. It always has to be laundered through one of Austin Miller's or Nikia Raman's NPOs, so their friends can do God knows what with it.
Man.
It goes to these companies that make these $250,000 units. It's all a scam. And
Oh
notice,
my God.
This isn't just Angelinos that are being robbed. She's using state grants.
My team and I worked to get a grant from the state.
So pay attention, folks. Socialists in Los Angeles are everybody's problem.
Yep.
Goblins like your niece are gobbling
Those are a goblin. And then the clip goes to hungry, hungry hippos. Yes.
all your tax dollars, and they are coming for more.
Oh, I
this is
love
how
it.
socialism starts. Vague
This is
platitudes
great.
that feel nice and soften the language so the real problems never get addressed. It's the velvet glove for the
Ooh.
iron fist. These are just people experiencing homelessness.
People
Yeah.
experiencing homelessness.
Why do they always talk like this? Why can't they just talk like a normal person?
Because they're not normal.
Socialists always lie. Always. We need to end this failed experiment and put a stop to this fraudulent waste of our
Yep.
tax dollars. If you live anywhere in California, you need to support my campaign for mayor of Los Angeles because this theft
Dude.
of your tax dollars will only continue. Go to mayorpratt.com and help me put an end to this scam.
$16 million.
Wow. Holy shit, dude. This guy is locked in. This is impressive. Oh my God. Yeah, he just let him know. There's one more of this, right? I think that, yeah, there's this too. Okay, all right. Where's I vote for him? Yeah, what a good video.
Karen Basura is a communist. Now, when I was 19, 20, I was living in an apartment on Skid Row, getting my political science degree at USC. That's as LA as it gets, dude. But do you know what Karen Basura was doing at that age? You guessed it, going to Cuba to support the communist revolution and Fidel Castro's oppressive regime. What?
Man.
Karen Basura is a
Wow.
card-carrying member of the Communist Front Group, the Venceremos Brigade, an anti-American communist solidarity organization in which she actively worked for years to undermine the
That's
U.S.
nuts.
and prop up the communist revolution.
Why
in
is
Cuba.
she even here?
Does this sound normal to you? Who in the
That's
heck spends their
ridiculous.
20s supporting a violent
Yeah.
communist dictatorship
Bitch is out
in
of
a
her
foreign
mind.
country? What were you doing at 19 years old?
Uh-huh.
Some reports have shown that Karen
Pratt
Basura's
King.
communist organization was actually involved in intelligence training ops on behalf of the Cuban regime.
Man.
And some of the members actually bombed the U.S. Capitol in 1983. There's
this
a
bitch is the
legitimate
mayor.
possibility that Karen Basura is a literal communist spy, which actually might explain why such an experienced politician has been so effective at destroying America's greatest city in just a few short years. Well, now you know
Oh my
what her
God.
experience is. Some of you may not remember, but she was actually the front runner to become Joe Biden's VP pick for 2020. But that went up
Jesus.
in flames almost immediately once people dug up her commie past and saw her foreign sympathies in statements following Fidel Castro's death when she called it a great loss. She used to refer to Castro as Comandante en Jefe. And for those of you who don't habla español, that means commander-in-chief. Now, I don't know about you, but the president
Why is she even in America? Just deport her. Just send her to Cuba.
of the United States
Yeah,
is
send her to
always
Cuba.
my commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
But not Karen Basura. Her commander-in-chief is the communist dictator of Cuba. Right now, Cuba's in the news because the oppressed people who have suffered under
Yeah.
the horrific communist regime are rising up to fight for freedom. You'll notice
how much Latino immigrants and especially Cuban immigrants hate communism because they know
because they
firsthand
experience
how
it.
evil communism is. They have experienced the empty store shelves, the decrepit infrastructure, the choking censorship and surveillance, the secret police thugs, the death and destruction that Fidel Castro and other commie dictators ushered in. Communism is responsible for more.
He's just going, bro. Oh my God.
Mass death in just the last century than anything else in the history of the world. Over 100 million people have been killed by communist regimes in China, Cambodia, the Soviet Union, from forced famines, purges, gulags. Communism is an evil, anti-human ideology dressed up as some idealistic form of equity and fairness, and yet somehow it always ends up with millions of people dying in forced labor camps or starving to death. Communism is just a religion of malcontents. Instead of worshiping a righteous God, they worship the state. And whatever the state says, goes. We don't learn enough about the evil scourge on our planet, and communism is genuinely evil. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It preys upon the malcontents of society to fuel the revolution, but America never fell victim to this.
The malcontents of society, and it's a fucking, some stupid girl, some probably mentally ill girl with a massive nose ring. Yep.
Ideology. We didn't have enough malcontents to fuel the revolution in America. You had the ability to actually work your way into the American dream. You could buy a home, have your own slice of American soil, raise a family, speak freely, worship freely. But now, as that gets more and more out of reach for young Americans, and especially young Californians and Angelinos, there's a growing population of malcontents, angry, jaded, cynical, and that is exactly the fertilizer that communists like Karen Basura use to seed the revolution. Notice how the riots are increasing, burning cars, smashing businesses, looting, stopping the freeway, attacking police officers. You all can see communism starting to take root because lifelong communists like Karen Basura have made life harder and harder here, and that is on purpose. Well, guess what, Karen? This ain't your Cuban commie kibbutz you're running. This is Los Angeles. This is America. I still believe in the American dream, and I'm not going to let you turn LA into your tribute to your Comandante en Jefe, Fidel Castro. Our Latino brothers and sisters have seen the evils of communism, and they are done with it. So let me help you out, Karen. I'll take your job, and you can go retire in Havana. We are going to restore the dream that Los Angeles used to be. Go to mayorpratt.com and donate. Support my campaign. And unlike the communists like Karen who want to take your money, I want to earn your money. And I will make it my life's mission to earn your support as mayor of Los Angeles.
Holy shit, man. They shouldn't have let his house burn down. All this could have been avoided. You just didn't, like, I don't know why they let that happen. That's a mistake. Y'all fucked up big time. His last match just destroyed her. I know. Yeah, what a fucking legend. Oh, there's, oh, here we go. Another one.
You're also a Republican in a deep blue city that hasn't voted for a Republican in decades. Do you think you have an actual shot, and how and why? I mean, it seems that the odds are stacked against you.
Yeah, thankfully, all my supporters in Los Angeles are Democrats. Everyone I know, my family, are all Democrats. I grew up in LA. I went to Crossroads. Everybody that texted me last night, amazing, congratulations, are all Democrats. So what people are confused on, the Democrats all are behind me. It's just the socialists and the communists that don't back me. But no, I'm confident I'm probably going to win with 51% on June 2nd because I don't do a political message. I don't do national politics. I don't do tribal politics. I don't talk about other states. I'm localized.
Just doesn't give a fuck. Like, yeah, doesn't want to have anything to do. What's going on in Texas? I don't know. Listen, it's fucked up here.
Just want to fix our streets, get the lights on.
You're also a Republican.
See, the country used to be made up of a mosaic of these guys that improved the country. Then they made things run the right way. That's it. It's also one went viral. Yeah, this is what it was. There was a whole like governing class of these guys, and it was a great time. It was. What is this? Let me open it up. Future president. Well, we'll see we'll see how he does.
I'm not sure how to respond to that vision of Los Angeles. This is a MAGA Republican's idea of what Los Angeles looks like. This is really not. I'm not sure how to respond to that vision of Los Angeles. This is a MAGA Republican's idea of what Los Angeles looks like. This is really
Oh God.
not. Really not.
Oh man, I love this. And play it again. Yeah, just that love this guy. Yeah, thank God. It's so ridiculous and stupid. Oh my God, it's fucking funny. He's one of the boys. Yeah, this is really hilarious. And he never wanted to do politics. He's on a rampage because of the fire. Yeah, I guess so. Should be a meme. Yeah, it's just so fucking funny for me to see this. I think the guy's great. I do. I think he's great. And I feel like, again, it's like, what is his opinion on fucking Israel-Palestine? What? This is the... No. You might be confused. So this is for Los Angeles. Yeah, wait a minute. I think that, okay, so let me go back. This is for LA. And yeah, finally an anti-tanky politician. I know, man's motivated by a personal vendetta. There is nothing, like, people don't understand how strong a motivation it can be to just absolutely, totally fuck over somebody that you don't like. That's it.